Good morning, everyone. So this morning I thought I would just take you around the yard. So I've done a little bit of work on this front garden bed again. I have topped that up with more soil, and I have got silver beet sitting in there. These ones were the ones that were drying out drastically in the pot and really needed to go into either a bigger pot or the ground. So I've chosen the ground over here. So that's actually looking really great. My job for today is to finish cleaning around the fence line. So not sure what the name of these flowers are, but they have a tendency to just die off after a little while, leaving a big mess. So that's probably the worst of it there. I have done around the other side already, which is looking quite good. So just got to go in with probably the push mower and use the mower to mulch up the rest. Oh, what? That's just me. Sorry, neighbour's dog. So I've also made some changes along this fence line. I did have a passion fruit vine that was going along here, but it has died off completely. So I've come in and I've put some cucumber over here. That's going to be in full sun all the time. And then just in case it reacts to being in the sun, I have another two here, which is underneath this tree. So they will get quite a bit of sun still, but not quite as much as the one that's over on the other section. So, and I've already got the fence there, which I can allow it to attach to the fence and let it creep along the fence. So hopefully that will work out nicely. I have repotted my rose bush here, the Mr. Lincoln, and over here my lavender plant. I finally got around to repotting that. So hopefully it's going to be happy over there as well. Yeah, the veggie patch is going quite good. I've got a marigold in here now because they companion quite well. I've also got a tiny little, see if I can actually bring it up on the camera. Down here in amongst those leaves are two little tomato leaves. So I've got a little tomato plant that was struggling a bit, so I've popped it in the ground, and some little basil next to it. So they're going quite well. The zucchini plant over here got a little bit upset with me. I moved it around just a little bit to get some of that organic compost in there, and it kind of went a little bit sad, but it's bouncing back. It will be fine. Capsicums are going great. The silver beet is taking off. That's doing really well. The tomato over the back there is looking great. The celery is quite skinny actually when you look at it. It's quite skinny, but it's growing. Yeah, capsicums are looking great over here. I've got a health kick tomato plant. This is one that I'll be keeping, and it's got some fruit happening on it. And over here, I think I've still got my praying mantis. So I checked yesterday and he was there. I don't think he was too happy with me moving the plant around to see if he was there, but he was there. Yep, there he is right there. So he's still around. Got plenty of basil, so basil's for sale. I think I've got $3 on the basil. So there's actually heaps and heaps of basil in the one pot. So as it grows, you can probably separate that out a bit. So heaps and heaps of that. And if I go into my hothouse and check out the snakes first, which is something that I'm doing a lot of now. I even look up because I've got very old boards holding the plastic in different angles, so when it rains it goes off. Slides off, I should say. So, yep, in here, the tomatoes are going great. I must admit, I do love the Roma-shaped tomatoes that this one gets. They're just absolutely gorgeous. My rocky mix is going great in the new pot. The punnets have got more and more seeds that have opened up and turning into plants. Like the parsley's looking great, the sweet basil's looking great. I still have a cluster of basil here that I need to repot. The cottage mix here is going good, so that's just so I can add more flowers into my garden. Some of the other seedlings haven't actually taken off too much, but it's getting there. Sometimes you just got to give it time. I've learned that just because nothing's happening, it doesn't mean that nothing's going to happen at all. So you've really got to be patient with it. The capsicum, last time you saw it, it would have been almost like a weird brown colour. It's now going red. So I still got a bit of that darker colour on it, but a lot of it's red now. So I'll be able to harvest that soon. And as you can see, I've got a lot less tomatoes. Some of them sold over the weekend. But I still have 4 here that I'm happy to sell, but they're getting quite large, so it's going to have to be come and collect. I won't be able to get these ones off to the market soon because it's just going to be too tall for the van. Yeah, the Gross Lizzie over here is going great. This one's going great, so super green. I'm actually going to have to tie this one up soon, and similar to what I've done here, so that it can keep growing up because it's starting to bend over. And oh, something to show you again too. I think I may have had it on a previous, but check out this tomato. These two are actually joined together, so quite a unique thing. And for those that have been following me, the celery here, that was the kitchen scrap. It has just gone absolutely crazy. You can actually see it's reached across to where I walk in. So that's going absolutely nuts. And we just keep on harvesting little bits of it down the bottom. And yeah, I just keep the water to it when I can see that it needs water. And it has like really taken off. We have not needed to buy any celery for a while now because we just come out and take what we need from here. So if you buy celery and you like to use it occasionally, get it in some water, like give it that chop, get it in some water, wait for it to root up, and then get it into a pot or something like that. You can see here that you wouldn't need a very large pot at all. So get it in there and just be patient. It's going to take probably a month and a half or something to that extent. It might grow quicker now that it's getting warmer, I'm not sure. But get it growing, because next thing you know, you're going to have something like this and you're not going to have to buy it anymore, which saves you money. Same with over here. If you've been following me, kitchen scraps for the bok choy. These were just tiny little nubs. I got the roots going again after I harvested what I needed from what I brought from the supermarket. So I did the complete chop off and then got the roots going, planted them in here, and they are going really well. So you can actually see I'll be able to just break off some outer leaves around here and take what I needed for a stir fry or whatever. But they're going really well. So again, that's saving me money because I don't have to go out and buy it. Because again, it's going to last a lot longer here than what it will in my fridge. And if I want to do a stir fry, last minute decision, out I pop and I just grab it. So that just works out really well for me. So it's the end of the day. I have ticked all the things that I wanted to get done off my list. You can see along the fence line here, I have gone and done what I wanted to get done, so I'm really happy with that. And I also added in the tree. I found it hard to get in that gap down there, so cutting that back just made things a lot easier. My husband is also having problems trying to get around this tree with the ride-on mower, so he's now going to find it a lot easier and probably not get slapped in the head as much with all the branches that were hanging down. So it still needs a little bit of a brief clean-up, just with the power saw, just to get through some of those fatter branches. Over here I also managed to get some capsicums repotted. Just down here, they were in smaller pots and they really needed to go into something bigger, so that's done now. I've got a kitchen scrap lettuce. I'm hoping that that will start to grow. We'll see what happens. The spring onions, that's kitchen scrap as well. They should just keep growing and we'll be able to harvest from that later. And as for everything else, you can see that it's all going quite nicely. Got some more flowers coming up on the strawberry plant. Lettuces are going great. Everything is just going really great. I'm very happy with how it's turned out. So I hope everyone has had an amazing day. I hope you got all your little jobs done that you want to do, and if not, well, I just hope you had a great day, because we don't always succeed in getting our little jobs done. Sometimes the day just takes on a whole new turn and we end up doing something completely different than what we had planned. I know that I've been there and done that many times myself. So have a great night, everyone, and I will talk to you all in the next video.